Go right, go left. 20 different turns pulling up to 8 Gs each, all under 1 minute. You better trust your navigator or you'll end up on the beach. Which skilled team can traverse the insane horsepower through this man-made technical course? Hold on, baby. It's quite a ride.
Got it tacked up, and if you get too close, you're getting cracked up. Stone cold when I roll, coming out of the hole. Get back, cause I'm out of control.
Welcome to Ontario Speedway, the gateway to adventure. It's time to go racing, and we're going to do it American Sprint Boat Racing Series style. It's all presented by General Tire, and we'll be featuring the unlimited category here today. The big dogs are in the house and ready to throw down. Some of these boats making in excess of 1,000 horsepower.
We're calling this Formula One on water. These racers will perform 13 maneuvers in less than 1 minute. It's hard to fathom how fast that is. We're talking 900 to 1,500 horsepower, and these boats are pumping 600 gallons of water in a second. Now, one wrong move, and these jet sprint boats are upside down.
Nice job. Kristen Banks will be helping us out here all day long. Let's kick it off here. We'll start off with round number 1. They refer to it as the 8 cut, with 8 boats inside of this one trying to make it to the semifinals. Look at that thing hop up out of the water.
2 boats here today out of the TNT Racing stable. This one with Tim Cummings behind the wheel, Mike Kurtz, the navigator. Cummings out of Moreno Valley, California, now lives up here in Washington.
Struggled at the first couple of events of the year. A little bit better showing at our last event. Certainly the boat makes plenty of steam here. It's a handful, man. These things are absolutely incredible. 3 different classes out here going at it. We're featuring the Unlimiteds here. Of course, the big dogs throwing it down. You've got to be spot on, man. It takes a fraction of a second to end up on the beach.
Yeah, you're really going to see them using this race course to their advantage, trying to go in high, shoot off low. It's not all about nice and smooth. It's not all about staying in the middle of the channel as TNT throws down a 49.86.
We're standing here in front of the Camo Bad Habit racing boat. We have Scott and his daughter Jalen. Now, Scott, something really cool about this boat is it's the first ever LS motor in the U.S. Will you just tell us a little bit about the LS motor?
Well, it's an LS3 376 producing about 495 horsepower. It's from GM Performance Parts. The motor is the first naturally aspirated LS boat, or motor, here located in Sprint Boat Racing so far.
So it's a very light boat that's going to be going very fast with Jalen navigating. What is it like to navigate for your father?
It can be scary, but don't get me wrong, it is really fun. We make a really good team, and, I'm scared of messing up because I don't want to disappoint my dad, but we do good together.
Hey, I bet there's no disappointing going on here when you're going fast on this boat.
Great combination, of course, very, very reliable, but in terms of horsepower, that one is outgunned for sure. He'll need to be spot on.
Set to drop the green flag. They were 5th here in round number 2 earlier this year. Up out of the water is Bad Habit.
Great looking effort so far here. Comes in 6th in the points. Couple of solid efforts here, especially at our second event back in August. Up on the beach twice, and was not able to keep it off of the beach there. Just a quick moment, and that's all it takes. Everything looking pretty good right there, and then you can see the boat set back in the water.
Yeah, he kind of checked up there just a little bit, and I think that's what messed him up here. Was a little too tight on that right-hander. Caught the beach a little bit. That shot him across the channel. It's only 12 feet wide, 3 feet deep, right across the channel up on the beach.
Yeah, I almost wonder if they might have had a mechanical, something that happened before that, because it just didn't look like a big driving mistake there. Maybe they packed that thing up with mud, and it just ended their effort to steer the boat. Nonetheless, we'll continue on here. This is Dylan Cummins and Mike Kurtz again. Mike Kurtz doing the navigating of both the TNT boats.
Dylan Cummings, of course, the son of Tim Cummings. They haven't really had the finishes that they've wanted here this year. Tried to get it done here at Oregon's only sprint boat track today.
Came in here 11th in the points, but making the 8 cut here, they will no doubt move up in the points rankings. Of course, the goal at least to get inside of the top 10. Good looking boat, nice looking effort here so far, and Kurt's, he is busy on it in there navigating, man.
Yeah.
That hand is moving.
We forget just how important those navigators can be when you're out there turning 6+ G's in the corners. The drivers sometimes don't remember where they're at. That's when the navigator is crucial.
Yeah, and you've got to be so far ahead of it at these speeds. You get behind it at all, that's the end of your day very, very quickly. Bit of a late apex there, and winds this one up at 52.211. Again, trying to make it into the top 4 of this 8-boat round. Bootlegger coming up here next. Ron Gallagher doing the driving.
Josh Reynolds alongside the 33M boat. They were third at round 3. PO and trouble quickly.
Yeah, he just turns in too early. Look at that injection system. This thing making some steams. He just turns in a little bit too early right there. Clipped the beach. Looked like he wanted to try and change it. Open it back up, and it was too little too late. Man, any sort of mistake like that at these speeds with these boats, as narrow as this course is, and you will pay the full price. Tough break for him, but we got plenty more to come. Stay with us. Lucas Oil on the Edge is brought to you by Lucas Oil Products. Keep that engine alive. And by General Tire. For whatever you do, General Tire delivers. This is Lucas Oil on the Edge, presented by General Tire.
We're here with Sam and Dan of the Wicked Racing Boat. Sam here is a first-time navigator. What has your first year been like navigating this boat?
Honestly, it's been really fun, crazy. I don't know, like, it's just an experience that you really can't explain until you get into the situation, I think, so, yeah.
Okay, you said you can't explain it, but everyone at home is watching this and they want to know, what does it feel like riding in this boat? Can you kind of give them an idea?
Oh my gosh, well, you go 0 to 90 in like 2-point-something seconds, and so, I don't know, you literally just have to sit in, buckle up, and be along for the ride, really.
Sit in, buckle up, and be along for a ride. Now, the crazy guy driving this ride is Dan Morrison. You've been doing this for a while. Tell us what it's like to be a driver of this green boat.
Well, it's definitely extreme. You know, there's nothing out there that I've ever experienced that even compares to what we do. We're pulling 8.5 G's in a corner, and until you experience that, it's like a roller coaster on steroids. You're going around the corner with the throttle on the floor.
A roller coaster on steroids, and guys, I'm being told if I'm lucky, I might get to ride it later, so I'll let y'all know how it is.
Yeah, he's a 4-time national champion here in the unlimited category. She couldn't be with a better driver. Dan Morrison can get it done. Here we go, Wicked Racing, the name of the team.
Great onboard shot on the ride showing you Sammy telling Dan where he needs to go around this course. 12.5-foot Armstrong Super Sprinter with a 488 cubic inch Chevy and 8.5-inch Scott pump.
Is he watching her?
Well,
He's got so much experience, man, way out there towards the outside lip, using all the track he could get right there. Oh, and a mistake. Dan makes a big mistake and puts it up on the beach.
You do not see that very often from Wicked Racing with Dan Morrison behind the wheel. Here's another look at it one more time.
To that hard left-hander, and then negotiates back to the right-hander. A stumble right there, but gets it back in the center of the channel. Turns in here, but man, turned in really hard and almost like maybe a bit late, but turned in really hard, unloads the back of the boat and reverses that thing right back up onto the beach. So the Jolly Rogers team coming out here next, and another team that is synonymous with this style of racing.
Eric Werner behind the wheel out of Alaska. Tina Huff, the navigator. Werner, a former F-18 fighter pilot, so he's used to the big G's.
Put it up on the podium at the season opener, finished up in second place, comes in here third in the points.
Yeah, finished second to Psycho round 1 at Port Angeles, and Eric Warner's been doing this a long time. He knows how to get around this course. Remember, they don't know the rotation until last night about 6 o'clock. They give the teams the rotation. They have all night, all morning to figure it out. In worst case, just look at your navigator.
Yeah, right. That navigator didn't get it till last night either. So, yeah, it's a difficult thing, as you might imagine. And a number of the drivers will tell you that they're really not at speed until they get out here second, third time around. 47.605. That is good enough to move into the semifinal round as it stands right now.
So here we go with Kyle Patrick and Chris Bowman, the boat known as Psycho. Patrick out of Albany, Oregon, 53-year-old driver who is an electrician during the day, sprint boat racer on the weekend.
Yeah, lots of wins, lots of national championships over the course of the last 16 years. Raced 4 World Series, raced in Australia, New Zealand this last winter as well. And struggling right here, so 2 of the best out here early in the 8 cut. Here comes the Kiwi. This is Chris Monroe. Navigator is Katie Monroe. World Championship winner back in 2001, 2, and 3. 3 of them consecutively. 427 Rodak Pro Charger motor inside of this one, making some big steam.
Yeah, a little Kiwi shake and bake. Here we go. Monroe out of Queenstown, New Zealand. Katie Monroe originally from Liverpool in the UK. And they love their sprint boat racing. They go back and forth between New Zealand and the States. And of course, if you know the name Monroe, Burt Monroe is Chris's great uncle. Of course, the land speed record holder, AMA Motorcycle Hall of Famer. So it's in his blood.
Pretty cool here. Crew chief, by the way, Chris Bowman, giving him a good ride. No doubt this, oh man, beautiful arcing turn right there, and a time of 47.18 is the quickest of the 8-cut round, so they will make it in as well. There's a look at your top times. If you could put one on the board, it looks like you are making it into the 4-cut. People trying to stay warm up here at the American Sprint Boat Racing Series. We're in Ontario, Oregon. This event presented by General Tire. We're covering the unlimited category here. It's the big shooters for sure. A lot of horsepower. Done with the 8-cut into the final 4 here. Jolly Rogers will be the first one to take to the track with Eric Warner behind the wheel and Tina Huff doing the navigating.
You're going to see what the drivers see as they work their way through this course. Again, some drivers are nice and smooth, try and hit their marks. Other drivers stand on the gas and whip that wheel.
47.6 was the time in the 8-cut here. It was the second quickest time of the round.
600 gallons of water through the jet pump a second. And they can adjust the blades. They're kind of like gears in a car. You can change the pitch of the blades to get the RPM that you want.
Great onboard shot here, by the way, as well. Production crew doing an awesome job here, giving us a different look. Find out what it's like inside of the boat. Of course, there's no explaining the G-load on the body. Look at the helmet right up against the containment seat as well. 47.78. So right there within 0.2 of a second of the 8-cut round.
Well, here's another look at it one more time. Werner on top of his game here today. That big horsepower, he's making it look simple.
That big fuel-injected power plant sitting back there, absolutely gorgeous. So, yeah, wonderful job there, and now the mark to beat. Let's get it back down to Kristen.
We're here with Chris Monroe driving the 35 boat out there today. Now, you came all the way from New Zealand. How did we get you here in the U.S. to race?
I've been coming over for quite a few years racing here, and just enjoyed the atmosphere here and the camaraderie and the competition. Yeah.
Now, this isn't your first rodeo. You've been doing this for how long?
Since 1991 I started. I first come to America in 2001 racing after the World Champs.
Now, will you just tell us a little bit about y'all's boat? Because from what I've heard, it may be faster than some of the U.S. boats. How does it differ?
The Kiwi boats are, we've been doing it a lot longer, just down with the setup. We've got an awesome boat builder, builds the best boats on the planet. So, this is a pretty cool rig.
Now you have a really beautiful navigator. What is it like navigating for your husband out there?
I guess most people would say husband and wife team racing together can be hard on the marriage, but we've been pretty lucky. We're a pretty good team together, and he's pretty easy to navigate for.
How would you say your communication skills have bettered or worse?
He always tells me I need to get a bigger voice because he can't hear me over the intercom, but he can always see my hand when it needs it when I give him a slap if he's about to go the wrong way, so I guess we've figured it out.
They figured it out. They make a great team, and they're going to do some fast racing out there.
So here they are, Team Kiwi, Chris Monroe, Katie Monroe. Katie told me this Ontario track is awesome. The channels, she said, could be a little bit wider. Some of the hidden shelves taken out, but how fast the boats are going these days, it would make a little bit of a difference for them. But they've been laying down massive times so far this weekend.
Violent how quickly that 13-foot Sprint Tech hull churns. It's incredible. 9-inch pump, by the way, on this one. A lot of them with the 8.5-inch pump, as Rob has been indicating along the way. So far, good looking hit as they try to make it into the final round.
As Chris mentioned, been doing this a long time, and you can see how he really attacks this race course. Remember, these sprint boats come out no matter what class you're in. It's put the hammer down. Do not lift ever. Even if you beach it, it's all good. You'll see him try and get back on the course. Wow, 44-42 for Kiwi.
Yeah, the quickest we have seen all day long by far. Unfortunately, the TNT team not able to finish here in the four-cut round. The finals are coming up next. Lucas Oil on the Edge is brought to you by General Tire. For whatever you do, General Tire delivers. And by Lucas Oil Products. Keep that engine alive. Welcome back to Lucas Oil on the Edge, presented by General Tire. It's time for the final round here. The Jolly Rogers boat has made it in and has a tall task here. Both boats will have to be on point if they're going to win this one here today. By the way, it is worth mentioning the Psycho boat has earned enough points to win the championship. Congratulations to them.
So here we go, the former fighter pilot trying to get it done and end up on top of the box here today at Ontario Speedway. Eric Werner behind the wheel of Jolly Rogers, his navigator Tina Huff.
No matter what happens here in the final rounds, the Jolly Rogers boat came in here third in the points, will earn enough points already to bump up into the top two. So beautiful job there for them.
Lots of crosswash with this rotation. The water level, the racers tell me, a lot higher, so some of the ledges that were visible a couple days ago, tough to see here today. As you can see, it's no sun out there, it's overcast. And there's the time for Eric Werner, 45:01. That will be his final time of the day. Here's a look at it one more time.
Yeah, beautiful looking pass here. His best effort here of the day. I mean, the boat right down there, apexing the turns beautifully in the center of the channel, keeping that thing loaded up. He was 2.7 seconds quicker than in the four-cut round. With that said, he was still 0.6 slower than this boat produced in the four-cut round. We'll find out what the Kiwi has right now. It's all or nothing.
Yeah, is it going to be enough for Werner to end up on top of the box? Here we go. Team Kiwi on the course. Chris and Katie Monroe. You heard Chris mention, been doing this since 1991. Katie got her start in 2003 when her now stepdad, Reg Smith, said, hey, you want to take a ride as a navigator? She said, sure, and here we are.
The seasoned vet, by the way, put a 44.4 on the board in that four-cut round. Closest one to him in the 47-second range. And look at that thing redirect. What an amazing boat.
Yeah, he's looking for a big number here for sure to close this one out. Really attacking this race course.
Look at that thing set the nose, man. Just rotates beautifully. Couple more turns to go here. We'll see if he can keep it in the center of the channel and finish it off.
Whoa.
And he does. 43.347. That is an amazing hit. Incredible effort right there as he puts 1.7 seconds on his competitor.
Anyone wonders what 1,000+ horsepower looks like? There you go. Just a tremendous drive for Chris Monroe. Fastest lap we've seen this weekend, and he gets it done.
Solid effort. Man, so much fun to watch these things at speed, especially when they're on point. Let's talk to our winner.
Chris and Katie Monroe, a 43-second clean run to take home the unlimited win. How'd you get it done?
Just an awesome team behind us. Westside Machine on the engine, built an amazing engine, best we've ever had. Peter Coey with Sprintech, just the people behind us and all the people have helped us here all weekend. Just been a great weekend for us.
Katie, what does it mean to you to win a race like this with your husband?
Means I'm going to keep my driver. No, he did an awesome job. We had a few issues that we were ironing out throughout the day with Coey and the Westside boys that, just really helped us get the confidence in the boat.
Well, y'all definitely had the confidence, and you took home that unlimited win today with a 43-second run. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you very much. And thanks to ASB for an awesome race weekend. They put on a really good show, and we enjoy being here.
So our Kristen Banks did get a chance to put on the fire suit and the helmet. Rob Klepper, you have done this before as well. It has to be an exciting time to get inside of one of these boats and actually see what they feel like.
So what do you think so far?
I'm so excited. Honestly, I feel so safe with all this stuff. Like, let's go. 0 to 100 real quick.
The hand test.
Yeah, let's see your hands now. Okay. All right, well.
I'm ready to navigate.
All right, you have a ball.
Let's go.
When I took my ride, they made me extremely nervous about it. So all day long, I was trying to memorize the course so I didn't end up with motion sickness as I have the stomach of a 2-year-old Ken. It worked out pretty good. It was an awesome ride.
I remember that time going go-kart with you, yeah. Go-karting, I should say. Yeah, this is a super cool opportunity for anybody, especially for her to be inside of a boat like this, a legendary boat, very seasoned driver, and get out here and really experience what the navigators are going through.
You can really feel the G-forces. I mean, some of these sweepers, you go, oh, that's pretty good, and then they make a hard left or a hard right-hander, and you really feel that 7, 8+ G. I think it was Dylan Cummings that gave me the ride so many years ago up there in Port Angeles, but it's an awesome feeling. It's a lot of fun, and hope she had a good time.
Yeah, looks like the full-on Monty run as well, and then how they slow them down as they pitch them in. A lot of fun.
The coolest thing you ever done.
Yeah.
It has to be.
And I've done some cool things. that might have been it. That's a bigger thrill than skydiving. I'm not kidding.
Oh, it's like
It really is.
Yeah. Oh, it's.
Good stuff, man. That's what it's all about. Hope you had a great time out here. We love covering all the sprint boats. They are absolutely second to none. Remember, you're not living unless you're on the edge.